Hello there, Jedi, Sith, and all who the Force wills, and welcome back to another video of all things Star Wars. Today, every lightsaber that you guys will be seeing has been featured on this channel. However, when I videoed them, they were not in the form that they are now. These lightsabers have been altered to be more screen accurate. Yes, that is right. I have edited them. Every single one of these lightsabers has been edited to be more, more customized to be more accurate to the lightsabers in the original trilogy. Now, are they 100% screen accurate? No. No, they are not. But that is because some things were modified to be able to fit blades, some things were modified to be able to fit electronics. But for the most part, they are in as close a shape as I could possibly get them to how they are in the original trilogy. So, let's start out, shall we? The very first one that honestly didn't need much customization, didn't really need much at all, is Darth Vader's. This is Darth Vader's lightsaber from A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, as well as pretty much every single iteration of him since then. This has the bubble switch, and honestly, the Darth Vader lightsaber came with the bubble switch, and I believe one other switch cover. It wasn't this one. It was a darker black and silver one. But yeah, honestly, this one came in pretty good shape. It came very close to what is in the movie. This is my Darth Vader sound font that I got and downloaded onto the Profi board on here. I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful lightsaber. Only thing is, I don't know how Darth Vader uses this thing, because man, it is hard on your hands. One thing that is really cool about it though, I'll turn it off here for a sec. Get the Darth Vader sound font back on. There we go. Is that they have this window in the back. And I'm not sure if that's completely accurate. I actually probably should have looked at some pictures of Darth Vader's lightsaber before I started this review. Of course, there's different iterations of Darth Vader's lightsaber. Ones where it has more of an emitter like Anakin's, but with the cover on it. And then some that are like this. But this, as far as I've seen, is the closest you can get to it. So let's grab a blade, stick that in so you guys can see that. There we go. Yeah. It's very bright, beautiful lightsaber. Very well made. You guys can see that window in the back there. You just feel very powerful. It's very hard to wield without gloves. But it is an awesome lightsaber. This one doesn't have the Xenopixel, so you actually have to hold the button down to turn it off. Alright. So there is Darth Vader's. Next is another one that I didn't really customize. It actually came pretty well put together, and that's Obi-Wan Kenobi's, or Ben Kenobi's. This is fairly close to what it looks like in A New Hope. It's got the grenade grip, it's got the gear grip, the bubble switch, I know that there's some controversy around this area. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. I know that they came out with another one that has black on here, and that's supposed to be his from Revenge of the Sith. So there is, it's got the D ring at the bottom there. It's a beautiful lightsaber. Let's get a blade in there. Whoop. And one thing that I did find out for people who have seen my other reviews is that the Xenopixel and the NeoPixel blades work in both Profi and Xenopixel lightsabers. So let's turn this thing on.
Power on.
And I've got the Guardian blue on there, the dark blue. It's a beautiful lightsaber. It's so bright. As you guys can see, it practically lights up the whole room. It's very cool. Very loud. It's got the flash on clash. Smooth swing. It's an awesome lightsaber. Alright, so there's that one. Now we're getting into the ones that I actually have customized quite a bit. We'll start with this next one, and then we'll go into the one that I've probably researched the most into, just because it's the one that I want to get the closest to the actual thing. I think anybody would. So the next one is one of my favorites, is Luke's from Return of the Jedi. This one's beautiful. The emitter's wider than it should be, but that's just because they need to make sure that it's able to fit a blade. There it is. It is an absolutely beautiful lightsaber. Very well made. It's very thin, very close to what I would assume the actual prop would be like in width and length and all that kind of stuff. Very comfortable to hold, very comfortable to wield. One thing that I noticed with Obi-Wan's is this area is a little bit sharper than this one, which is really interesting. And this being flatter actually makes it easier to wield, which I find very interesting, as I just said. So let's turn this guy on. And I just put in some new screws because I had some thinner ones that I had in there, but it turns out that the longer ones actually fit better and screw in better and hold it better in place. So I think I said in my video review on this that it was a little bit loose, but the problem was that I just wasn't using the long screws. There it is. It's beautiful. Now the thing with this one I found is that I think in the Xenopixel ones, the new Xenopixel ones, is they have their new bass speakers, which are much louder, much better. These are their old speakers, so they're much quieter. But the Profi board still works amazingly well. So you guys can hear the swing and catch. It's very cool. One thing, so the thing that I customized on this lightsaber, turn it off here, is I actually customized the switch. So I'll show you guys that here in just a moment. Oh, I still gotta undo these guys. There we go. So the way that I customized this one is the old switch that used to be on here is this one. You guys will be able to see that in my review, where the actual accurate switch to the lightsaber is either this one or this one. And this is actually what this one used to have, but I tried to tighten it too tight and ended up breaking it. So they sent me one of these with a different lightsaber, but the clamp is actually more accurate to the one that has silver and black up here rather than this gold. The gold is accurate to these buttons, which I think is really cool. Now, one thing that's really interesting, as you guys can hear, the speaker sounds fantastic. It sounds really good. And the funny thing is I thought I blew the speaker out because whenever I turned it on and the sound was going, it would have a crackling to it whenever it would get to a certain baseline. So I was switching out the batteries and stuff one day, and I actually, now mind you, I don't suggest doing this unless you have no other choice, which even then it's your choice to do so. I took this off and I just kind of messed around with the speaker and I just poked it, tried to see if there was anything wrong with it. And I even took out the SD card and put it in a different one from a different lightsaber and then replaced it. And it's back to the same configuration that it was before, but I turned it on. And now it's fixed somehow, which makes me incredibly happy because this is one of my favorite lightsabers that I own, and I even specifically bought, I'll show you guys here. So if we hold it down now.
Are you a Jedi? I am.
I actually specifically bought a Luke Skywalker sound font from The Mandalorian for this lightsaber. So you guys can hear the Force. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can hear the Force Crush thing, which I think is really cool. So that's how I customized that one. And this is the one that I've probably researched at least the most on. And that is my Graflex lightsaber. This thing I absolutely love. It's one of, if not the most iconic lightsaber in all of Star Wars. And you really just have to get it right on this thing. They did come out with a more accurate Revenge of the Sith Graflex lightsaber, but this lightsaber originally came with this switch, which I think is really interesting. So I requested and they sent me a new one, which is this one, that actually has like the Graflex on it, and it's still not 100% accurate, but it's pretty darn close. I originally was trying to configure it to be like the version from A New Hope, but the only problem is in A New Hope, they actually have the box on the other side of the lightsaber with this clamp pointing down, and that doesn't work with the electronics that are in this. However, in the promotional material for Star Wars and in Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, it is actually on this side. Now the only thing is now this part is inaccurate because it actually goes out a little bit further in Empire Strikes Back, which is okay. But that's another thing that's inaccurate, is this little crystal thing isn't in the movie. It's actually just like a little glass bulb. And then I still need to paint the inside of these because those are painted black in the movie. But otherwise, this thing is pretty darn close. We got the D-ring there to hang from our belt. These clamps actually open and close, which is pretty cool to be able to insert the blade, which we'll do right now. But this is probably one of, if not my favorite lightsaber of all time. And I'll show you guys in a moment here the last customization that I have done. Is a New Hope sound font. So I'll show you guys the startup for it. So that's the Darth Maul sound font. So it's RGB, all of them are, which is really cool.
That's a mirror.
Nope.
That's a mirror. This will be your grave.
Okay, so this is the sound startup for the sound font.
What is it? Father's Lightsaber. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
It's so cool. I absolutely love it because it's just so nostalgic. And then you get to turn this on. It's a little bit darker blue than I think I actually have it, but we can change that too. There we go. That's more accurate. It's a little more of an ice blue. We got the kind of Imperial sound effect of the blaster bolts. And then we also have... Come on. Oh, I guess the sound font doesn't have it. Oh wait, no, it's 3, isn't it?
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yeah, it's so cool. And then I also... Come on. All right, I used the Force thing. There we go. So then I also will... Come on. That's the only thing is the switch that the new switch housing that they got me is a little bit tight for the button. So it has a little, it's very sensitive, which I don't mind, but it can be a little annoying sometimes. So we'll get to the other sound font that I have downloaded on this as well.
That's a mirror. Empress. I've become more powerful.
I have a lot of sound fonts on here.
I suggest you try it again, Luke. This time, let go your conscious self and act on instinct.
So this sound font is the training sound font from A New Hope. So it has the blaster deflect from the training scene, which I think is really cool. Here we'll...
You made it there. Screaming about the company.
Yeah, but it's not wise from said Wookiee.
So it's got some of the sounds from that scene.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
So cool. Then we'll try the lightning effect one more time, see if that works. Last time it played the Leia sound, so I don't know what it'll play this time.
Don't everybody thank me at once. Anyway, we should be at all around about 200 hours.
Yeah, it's such a cool sound font. It's so pretty. It's very nostalgic, and it's nostalgic with a nostalgic lightsaber. Like, where can you go wrong? So, that's... Oh, here we go. That's pretty much it. That is how I have customized my original Trilogy lightsabers to try to make them a little bit more accurate to the movies. I know that they're starting to come out with more accurate versions, like with the one for Revenge of the Sith, with Kenobi and with Anakin. And they also have come out with some beautiful looking, they've come out with a Mace Windu one, Starkiller one, which is so cool, and a Yoda one, and I think a few others that are very close to the originals. They actually released one of these that has this switch housing on it. So they're very close. I'll let you guys look at them one more time. So there's Luke's from Return of the Jedi. Here is Darth Vader's. Obi-Wan's or Ben's. And last but certainly not least is Luke's from Empire Strikes Back. All beautiful lightsabers, all huge parts of my collections. You guys can actually see them in the background of like all of my videos, because I just love having them on display. Right now I have Rey, Revan, I have, that one's my personal one. We have Kylo Ren's, I think that's Darth Sidious's, and then Revan's Sith Saber, which I will be reviewing Revan's 2 lightsabers here, I think coming up this Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys liked it, turn that like button into scrap metal, and don't forget to slice that subscribe button and ring-a-ding that bell, because subscribing doesn't really do anything. So comment down below, may the force be with you, please. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the force be with you. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.